Gabriel Espinosa was born in Merida, Mexico, and came to Iowa due to an encounter with a Central College professor in Merida leading a study abroad program, who told him that Central College would be a good place if he wanted to study music. What he didn't know at that time was that Pella and Central College would become home. After getting graduate degrees at Berklee College of Music in North Texas, Gabriel returned to Central for a teaching career that would last until his retirement just this year. Along the way, he would make many friends and collaborate with some of today's top jazz musicians, including Antonio Sanchez and Nat Cohen, Tierney Sutton, and the New York Voices, to name just a few. He is the only resident Iowan to have a major label jazz contract with Soho Records. Tonight, he brings friends with him from here in Iowa and around the world. I'll let him introduce them to you, except I do want to give a special welcome to Misha Siganov, not just because he is an internationally renowned pianist, but also because he's also the only musician who has repped a KCCK t-shirt on an article in Downbeat magazine. That was a good day. Celebrating their brand new album on Soho Records, Bosses and Boleros, which, by the way, you can hear on KCCK right here in Cedar Rapids, because friends don't let friends use Spotify. Gabriel Espinosa and friends.